Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It feels a bit surreal, doesn't it? We're here in 2025, looking back at a phone that was a real game changer back in 2021, the iPhone 13 Pro. Well, I've been seeing a lot of you guys ask about this phone lately, and I wanted to give you my honest take. Now, the iPhone 13 Pro was a big deal. When it came out, it was the first iPhone to rock a Super Retina XDR display with promotion, which we'll dive into later. We're talking buttery smooth, 120 Hz refresh rates, guys. Plus, the camera system got a massive overhaul. Macro photography on an iPhone, mind blown. And let's not forget that 77mm optical zoom. So the question is, in 2025, is the iPhone 13 Pro still a viable option? A solid daily driver? Let's find out. Alright, let's start with the design. I mean, look at this thing. Even in 2025, it still holds up, right? That stainless steel frame. Remember when Apple switched to these flat edges? I was a bit skeptical at first, but honestly, I've grown to really love this look. It's got a certain maturity to it, definitely more refined compared to some of the newer, more rounded designs. Now let's talk about this display. We're talking a 6.1-inch Super Retina XDR display. Honestly, I still get goosebumps thinking about how smooth this thing is. Promotion, man. It was a game changer. I remember when I first used it, I was like, whoa, this is next level. Scrolling through social media, playing games. Everything just feels so incredibly fluid, it's like butter. I swear. And the best part, it's not just about the smoothness. Promotion is smart. So it's not always cranked up to 120 Hz. That helps save battery life, which is always a plus. You know, I remember reading a lot of reviews back in the day, and everyone was raving about how bright this display gets, and they were right in direct sunlight. No problem, you can still see everything clearly watching videos outside. No issues at all. It's a real treat for the eyes, whether you're indoors or out exploring. So yeah, the design and display of the iPhone 13 Pro, still top-notch even in 2025. Let's talk performance. The iPhone 13 Pro packs Apple's A15 Bionic chip. But here's a fun fact. The A15 in the 13 Pro is actually a beefed-up version compared to the one in the regular iPhone 13. Apple gave the Pro model an extra GPU core, which makes a real difference when it comes to graphics-intensive tasks like gaming or video editing. And get this, the same A15 chip was also used in the iPhone 14 and 14 Plus. That should tell you something. Even in 2025, this chip is still a powerhouse. From heavy games to 4K video editing and quick app switching, the iPhone 13 Pro handles it all with ease. Multitasking feels smooth, animations are fluid, and apps launch quickly, all thanks to that extra GPU and 6 GB of RAM. Apps are definitely getting more demanding, but the 13 Pro? It's keeping up just fine. Whether you're editing content on the go or just scrolling through social media, the performance holds up remarkably well. Battery life. The eternal struggle. The iPhone 13 Pro saw a significant bump in battery capacity, and it shows. For most users, getting through a full day on a single charge is totally doable. Of course, if you're a heavy user, gaming for hours, editing 4K video all day, you might need a top-up by the evening. But overall, the battery life is solid. And let's not forget MagSafe wireless charging with magnets. Still super convenient in 2025. It makes topping up your phone quick and easy. Alright, let's talk about the real star of the show for a lot of people, the cameras. Now I have to say, even in 2025, picking up this iPhone 13 Pro and shooting with it still brings a smile to my face. This phone was a game changer for mobile photography, and it's amazing how well it holds up. First off, let's geek out a little. This phone boasts a triple lens setup, a wide, an ultra-wide, and a telephoto. Pretty standard stuff now, but back then this was top of the line. The main wide camera has a larger sensor and a wider aperture, f1.5, than its predecessors. Now what does that mean in plain English? It means this camera can capture a lot more light. And more light equals better low-light performance, less noise, and overall cleaner images. Even in challenging lighting conditions, the 13 Pro still delivers impressive results. Look at these shots. Even in dimly lit environments, the details are preserved and the colors are vibrant. No grainy mess here. And that's thanks to the sensor shift optical image stabilization, which was also a big deal back then. It physically moves the sensor to compensate for a handshake, resulting in sharper images and smoother videos. It's like having a tiny, super precise gimbal built into your phone. But here's where things get really interesting: macro photography. This was the first iPhone to introduce dedicated macro capabilities on its ultra-wide lens. And let me tell you, it's addictive. Being able to get super close to tiny subjects, flowers, insects, textures, opens up a whole new world of creative possibilities. This was made possible by a redesigned lens and autofocus system that allowed the ultra-wide camera to focus at just 2 centimeters. That's ridiculously close. It's like having a tiny microscope in your pocket. Now let's talk zoom. The telephoto lens on the 13 Pro offers 3x optical zoom. This means you can zoom in on your subject without losing image quality. Up to a point, of course. And with digital zoom, you can push it even further, up to 15x. Now, digital zoom is basically just cropping and enlarging the image, so you will lose some detail. But even then, the results on the 13 Pro are surprisingly usable in many situations. And let's not forget about photographic styles. This was a new feature that allowed you to customize the look of your photos with different presets. You could adjust the tone and warmth of your images, giving them a unique style without having to do a lot of post-processing. It's a great way to personalize your photos and get creative. Oh, and how could I forget cinematic mode? This feature lets you create videos with a shallow depth of field, just like in the movies. It automatically shifts focus between subjects, creating a dramatic and professional look. It's still a really cool feature to play around with, even in 2025. So as you can see, the camera system on the iPhone 13 Pro was a huge leap forward, and it still holds its own today. It's a testament to how well Apple engineered this phone. It's not just about the specs, it's about the overall experience, the ease of use, and the quality of the images and videos it produces. It's a camera that encourages you to be creative and capture the world around you in new and exciting ways. Now let's talk software. The iPhone 13 Pro is currently running iOS 18.2. It's getting all the latest features and security updates. However, there is one key feature that the iPhone 13 Pro is missing: Apple Intelligence. Apple's latest AI magic is only available on iPhones with the A17 Pro chip and above, like the iPhone 15 Pro and the newer models. This is a bit of a bummer, but it's not a complete deal-breaker. You can still get access to powerful AI capabilities through third-party apps like Gemini and ChatGPT. Connectivity-wise, the iPhone 13 Pro has you covered. It supports 5G, so you're future-proofed in that department. However, one thing to keep in mind is that this phone still uses a Lightning port. USB-C is the standard now, so you might need to carry around some extra cables. So what are the drawbacks of using an iPhone 13 Pro in 2025? Well, the lack of Apple Intelligence is one. The Lightning port is another. And while the performance is still good, it's not going to be as blazing fast as the latest chips. Also, the battery, while decent, will naturally degrade over time. You might need to consider a battery replacement if you plan on using it long-term. So the big question, is the iPhone 13 Pro worth it in 2025? Honestly, it depends on your needs and budget. If you're looking for a solid, reliable phone with a great camera, a beautiful display, and decent performance, the iPhone 13 Pro is still a very capable device. The price has also come down significantly, making it a very attractive option. However, if you absolutely need the latest and greatest features, like Apple Intelligence, then you might want to consider a newer model. So there you have it, our 2025 review of the iPhone 13 Pro. What do you guys think? Would you still rock this phone in 2025? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more tech reviews, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.